to the first ever episode of the Savvy Business Bites podcast. My name is Melissa. I am a wife, I'm a mom, I'm an entrepreneur in the activewear and the life coaching space. And I just want to bring real, tangible, usable information in short bites so that they're easily consumable, easily actionable, and bring you real value in a short amount of time. And so I thought, what better way to start than at the beginning with starting a business that allows you to eventually leave your job, get out of the rat race, shift from the 9 to 5, and begin to build with purpose. And I've been in the entrepreneurial space for a long time, but when I started out, I literally just wanted to fund my hobby. I was a digital scrapbooker and I opened a store with a friend of mine. We became business partners. And really, my only goal was to make enough to cover Photoshop and the little bits and bobs that I needed to buy to create my designs. And I did that. And a little bit more, but it was never meant to be a really high profit venture. It was meant to be fun and just offset my expenses. And then I moved into the health coaching space and I made a little bit of money and discovered that I loved teaching people and became a group fitness instructor. And when COVID rolled around, I realized that I didn't want to teach group fitness wearing a mask. And I understand why, they wanted us to do that, but it's really hard to talk and breathe and do all of that wearing a mask. So I retired from the group fitness space in that time and was building an activewear boutique that became quite the enterprise and a lot of fun. And I discovered that I loved mentoring and helping others even more and became a certified women's success coach. And so here we are. It's been a long journey. It's been a lot of fun. And I just want to share the things that I've learned, the things that I've implemented. I'm a reading junkie. I read probably 150 books a year, most of them for fun, but I do read personal development as well. And I want to share what I've learned, what I've implemented, what's worked for me, what I've tested and maybe hasn't worked for me. So, and I just want to take you on this journey with me alongside me. So, like I said, my name's Melissa. I've been married for 24 years to my amazing husband. We have 2 kids. We're about to be grandparents, which is crazy. And, just loving this life, loving being in the entrepreneurial and coaching space, and loving helping other women grow and become who they're meant to be in their life and in their businesses. So, I wanted to start with starting a business because I feel like so many of us want to leave our job and we want to build our own thing and we want to get out of the grind of the 9 to 5 and having a boss, right? And I know that's not everybody. Maybe you just want to build a side hustle. Stay with me because this will help you too as we go on this journey, okay? Because a lot of people just want to make 500 bucks a month. Groceries are expensive, right? So, I am here for you. I am here to help you. The first thing I will say is don't start a business and up and quit your job. And that's actually what I wanted to talk about today is what do you need to work towards if you want to build a business that will allow you to leave your corporate or your 9 to 5 or whatever that looks like for you. And the first thing I would say is don't assume that you're going to get rich quick. A lot of businesses fail within the first 5 years. A lot of businesses fail within the first 5 years. So if you want to build something really stable and strong, do it in your off hours at first. And we'll dig into time management and planning and all kinds of things as we go on this journey together. But for today, I just want you to look at your finances. What can you afford to invest in starting your business? Or if you already have a business, how much money is it bringing in and what are you doing with it? What do you need to make in order to replace your 9 to 5? Because obviously that's goal number one, right? Is to be able to get to that income level. But in the meantime, how can you use that income to reduce your debt or to build your savings? I recommend having 6 to 12 months of income in your savings before you exit your job. I also recommend eliminating as much debt as possible, especially credit card debt, negative debt. If you can get rid of that car note or the mortgage, even better. But I know for some of us, that's a tough pill, right? But if you can reduce your monthly expenses, what can you shave off? How can you live a little bit leaner? Can you join the coupon club at the grocery store to save some money every week? Can you cut down on your streaming services? Can you shop around for insurances to see if maybe you can budget a little better? Can you switch your credit cards to a lower interest credit card or a no interest credit card? I know those deals aren't as easy to find right now, but they're out there, right? So looking at all your finances and getting yourself as lean as possible, and then every penny you make in your business, putting it towards savings, putting it towards debt, putting it towards your future so that when you are ready to step away from that 9 to 5, you feel financially prepared, right? So that's step number one. Step number two, knowing your numbers. What do you need to make in order to get there? What do you need to do in terms of activity? How much product do you need to sell? Or how much of your service do you need to sell? How many clients do you need to serve in a given month? If you're in the social selling or network marketing space, what is the average income for each level of your business? Where do you need to be on the commission structure in terms of rank in order to make what you need to make to replace your job? And I know those numbers can be a little hard to figure out, but get with somebody in leadership and figure out, like, where do I need to be in order to step away, right? So those would be my first steps. All right. And then I would make sure that you understand the ebbs and flows of your business. The activewear space is actually kind of seasonal, right? We do really well in the fall and we do really well in the spring with the new year, but the summer sales kind of back off a little bit. So knowing that there's a seasonality to the business, because I've been in that space for so long, I can financially prepare for those summer months when I know my sales are going to dip a little bit. And you can do the same thing. The longer you're in your business, you can understand the seasonality of it and you can make adjustments for it. So I come from the heating and air conditioning industry in Florida. And of course, Florida doesn't really have winter, but we have absolutely beautiful weather. People run their air, but it's not as likely to break in January as it is in July. So to protect our business from seasonality, we focus really hard on maintenance in the cooler months. So how can you protect yourself from the seasonality of your business, whether it's through savings, whether it's through creative marketing and incentives during those slower times, or a subscription type plan where you are leveling out your income throughout the year? Like, what can you do in your business to offset seasonality? Because when you step away from your 9 to 5, you're not going to have that paycheck to back you up. So you want to make sure that you have a plan in place and you start working towards those ebbs and flows. All right. So I hope this was helpful to you. This is just the beginning. Next time, we are going to talk about how do you know what kind of business to start if you don't already have one? So stay with me. I'll be back next week with that. And I can't wait to share it with you. Have an amazing day. And thank you so much for watching.